My journey with preparation started after internship. I was a part of DBMCI Bangalore batch. The schedule is actually pre-planned. They provide us with timetables, and each class is followed up by a post-class test, which I was actually taking very seriously. I used to study. They used to give ample amount of gap. You can study and then you can write the test. After that, you can assess like what is your weak areas. They completed the syllabus by around September end for us. Then I gave my first INI-CT. That was in November. That time I couldn't prepare, I couldn't go through all the notes, all the subject. Only half of it was done. I had got a rank of around 4,000 something that time. It was like a motivation for me at that time that I have not completed the syllabus, so maybe this time if I complete my revisions, I can do better. 2 months for the first revision. Then later on, all my revisions started happening little faster. At the end, it was almost 7 days for one revision. Wherever I felt like difficulty, I can always go back to the app and check the videos. It's always available. And in between this course, I had they had also introduced Vibe and One Shot. I had taken all those courses as well. Medicine used to be my weak subject initially, but after attending Tamim sir's classes, it was actually easier. Got a grasp on how to rule out options and how to approach the exam. So it was very good. I like Jay sir's approach of doing the classes. While he was giving class, it feels like he's a bit fast at that time. But later on, when we start revising, and when we start solving questions, it felt as though exactly what he has taught is coming in the paper. You already know what is going to come. We were also in contact with Rajat sir and Dr. Praveen sir. We used to attend morning sessions in which they used to keep us motivated. It was a big part of my life. Like morning 15 minutes were dedicated for that. It was like something which kept me going the whole process. I think I had almost completed around 6 revisions by the time May INI-CT happened. After that, for NEET, when the date was around June 23rd, that time I had completed another 2 or 3 revisions. After that, I went for a break for a week. When I came back, the dates were still not announced for the new NEET 2024 date. After that also, I had managed to complete around 3 revisions. So basically around 9-10 revisions I had completed. GT is also, I used to, initially it was around 15 days once I used to give. Later on it became every alternate day giving GTs. Reviewing a GT was basically the most important. Initially I used to take around 6 hours almost to review the GT. Each and every question I used to review. Later on, it took around only 2-3 hours to review, because then we learn how to filter out. Initially, it is actually important, even like Praveen sir had told us, it is important to review the GT properly. Later on, you can save time while reviewing the GT. And also, I used to write down all my mistakes of a GT in a book, a small book. Apart from my 20th notebook, I also had this GT kind of book. These 2 books I used to go through every day. Every day, 1 or 2 hours were dedicated for that only. The last month strategy, basically only revisions and GTs. I try to increase my frequency of GTs to know the exact, to get the pulse of the exam, to what exactly, how ruling out options and how to reach the option. In fact, I was in the second shift this time for NEET PG, and I realized that you might not know everything what they're asking, but you should know how to rule out the options. You will get the answer. Reading theory and then solving a question are 2 different things. We should know how to rule out the options. So that was a major part for me. I'd like to thank everybody from the DBMCI team. They were very supportive throughout the journey. For anything, you can reach out to anybody. You can drop a message, you can mail them. Everybody will reach out to you. So I'm really thankful.